The build quality of this speaker is outstanding. It truly is something. It's just so well made. It's about, if you can get an idea of how big that is in size. The top one is your high gain, the bottom socket is your low gain, and the center socket is your charger. You've probably read already that one charge of this and you'll probably get close to about 50 hours, maybe more, maybe less, depending on how loud you have it. But it is a really nice piece of kit. The speaker comes with a really nice little carry case, neoprene I think, very padded. A little sleeve there to keep your accessories in. You can even fit a small MP3 player in there. Zip top. The item does go in there quite well. Makes a nice addition if you're traveling anywhere. Hi there. If you're watching this video, you probably know all the specifications of this thing. It's a mini rig. It's a portable rechargeable speaker. It's very well built. One charge will give you approximately 50 hours, maybe a little bit more, depending on how loud you like your music. The top is your high gain. If you have a low powered, maybe mobile phone, that'll give you a bit of a volume boost. The bottom one is a low gain, which is, I tend to find if you're running something that's a bit more high powered, you could probably get away with using that one. The middle one is the charging socket. It's a barrel type charger. I haven't got that at hand at the moment, but it's just a barrel to USB, and that'll charge the speaker up with any standard USB plug type attachment that you maybe use for your mobile phone, etc. It comes with a really nice padded case. It's got a little thing there to put your wires in. You can even get a small MP3 player in there. The thing fits in quite snugly. Zips up. And that makes a nice addition to travelling, because you'll want to take this with you, believe me. The thing that you can't get over is how well the thing is built. It just really is nice. Feels nice in the hand. Not as heavy as I first thought it might be. Maybe just a bit under what I thought it would be looking at it. But no, it's still a bit of weight to it, but enough to keep it on the table, but not heavy at all. It won't add to your packing if you're going abroad. Certainly won't impact your allowance for your travelling, hopefully. But like I said, it's very well built. But the reason I'm doing this today is I want to show you how good it sounds. I will do a couple of comparisons with different types of music. And another thing as well is you can alter the sound signature of this thing quite considerably by moving it to different parts of the room. If you put it against a wall, you will hear the bass, the sound become much warmer. Whereas if you leave it, say, in the middle of an open room, the sound does definitely sound a little bit thinner. So it may sound a little bit thinner if you were, say, out in the garden with it, led on the grass, having a picnic, that sort of thing. But it's still really good audio quality, and it goes very loud. Right, I'll just plug something into it and we'll show you what it does. Take the wire, just a standard 3.5 headphone type jack, plug that in. When contact is made with the 3.5 jack, it doesn't need anything on the other end. As soon as you plug that in, it powers up the device. As soon as you unplug, the power comes off. This could be annoying for somebody who maybe wanted to leave that plugged in all the time, because that will remain on. There's no way to switch that unit off. Once you've got that wire in, it will not go off unless you disconnect. Again, plug in, power. Right, I'll show you what the music is. I've got a tiny little MP3 player here. It's a SanDisk, Sansa Clip Plus. Very good little MP3 player, especially for the money. But more importantly, it works well with this. So we'll just find some music. Have a quick look, see what we can find. Right, we'll just play a sample. I'll set that to about 3/4 volume on the player. 3/4 volume on the player. Right, and we'll fire it up. Now I don't know how well the camera's picking this up, but hopefully it's picking this up quite well. Now I've paused that. I'll rewind that song back to the start and I'll increase the volume to probably 85–90%, and we'll play the same song again. Right, I'll increase the volume right to the top this time, so we'll go 100% volume now on this. This is just the volume on this device. Other devices may go louder. So that's on full now. Let's try this with full then. Start of the song again and play. Right, as I said earlier, you can somewhat alter the sound signature a little bit by moving it closer to walls, placing it in a corner, etc. And that does seem to definitely give you a richer bass sound, like, you know. So I'm going to turn the MP3 player down to about 95%, say 85%. I'll put this against nearer the wall just to see if that makes any difference now. And we'll play again. Pause that again. Now I want to see what it sounds like if it's placed lower on the floor, up against the wall, into a corner sort of area. See if that makes any difference to the sound. We'll try again. From the start of the song again.
time again in this mean old town.
Right, I've covered all areas with that. Well, just to give you an idea of how it sounds from roughly 6 foot away, sitting distance. I'll just play a couple of other little songs just to give you an idea. The volume's set to about 85%. Here we go.
The more we rush about, the less we do. I never saw you drift away. The more we spin around, the less we move. I never saw your spirit break. I wish that I could be your journey's end, but you are only passing through. Yeah, it's not for me to try to steer your way. I wish you well in all you do. Just say you'll watch how you go.
Try something else different. So, the sound quality on this thing is really, really good. I can't emphasize how good it is. It might not give you the bottom end of a dedicated subwoofer, and there's no way it was ever going to, but it's got a nice tone to it. The top end is nice, the bottom end is nice. It's not going to suit someone who's used to wearing Dr. Dre headphones 24/7, but I think even they would appreciate how good this thing is. It's hard to be negative about this thing. Everybody I've showed it to, pretty much their jaws hit the floor. And the questions have been coming in, where can I get one, how much? It is £90 on Amazon. It is quite expensive, but the minute you plug it in and listen to it, sorry about that, technical issue. The minute you do plug it in and listen to it, the smile on your face will justify the price tag. It just has got to be listened to. I'll try another bit of divine comedy, very sort of low tonal voice. Just play a little bit of that.
Back in the day you had been part of the smart set. You'd holidayed with kings, dined out with starlets. From London to New York, Capetta to Capri. In perfume by Chanel and clothes by Givenchy. You sipped Camparis with David and Peter. At Noah's parties by Lake Geneva. Scaling the dizzy heights of high society. Armed only with a checkbook and a family tree. You chase the sun around the Côte d'Azur until the...
Right, hopefully that gives you an idea of what this thing sounds like. It's definitely worth the money in my opinion. I take my hat off to the person who invented this. It is really good, and you can get 2 of these if you really must, which I hopefully will do very soon. And with the right type of splitter cable going into an MP3 player, you can create stereo with this, and then that would be 2 times 15 watt amps, which would be truly loud. So God only knows what these sound like if you've got 2 of them plugged in together. If anyone has got 2 plugged in together and can do a really good video, I'd like to see that. Thank you for watching anyway. I hope it makes your mind up about this speaker.